was getting a bunch of love as well, so you already know that doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you guys so much for that. But right now we're gonna head over to my cousin's house. I kind of wanted to just clear it up, but like I said, it bothered a lot of people. That's fine. Like, you guys are entitled to your own opinions, but I just was a little bit disappointed. But shout out to the true Rugrats who didn't get mad at me for collaborating with a gay person. But yeah, guys, I had to drive my Lambo for the first time in like 3 weeks. I don't know why.
No.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna just enjoy it right now. I'll pick up the vlog in a second. So, guys, everybody wants to pay for my smoothie for once. I mean, if you want.
It's gonna be 11.
Okay, I'm back.
We're in our fields, guys. Oh, Anthony, you want me to do the transition for getting the smoothie? Okay, here. Thank you.
Got Shaq sat. My feet didn't even touch the head.
He walks in, he's like, oop, is that your shack? Alright, guys, I think we're gonna head over to the mall because we're bored and, like, the mall's, like, fun, I guess. And we're hungry and the mall is good food. Yeah, so we're gonna head to the mall. I'll catch you guys there. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. So
Are you gonna catch him?
I'm gonna catch them all. Ash. Guys, which one would you choose? The Ferrari or the Lambo? Yeah, bro, I love twinning, going to the mall with you. Stack? Yeah, I've had it once. They have like a mac and cheeseburger. Not the best.
Oh, really? I didn't like the mac.
Wait, that was my car. That was my car. What? Damn, it's that loud. I don't mean to be that obnoxious on the road, okay? Like,
Yeah, it went off in your garage. I almost had a heart attack.
okay, guys, you already know the first store that we're hitting is that Gucci, though. I'm going to the Gucci store because I reserved a windbreaker that just came out. And I saw Quavo from the Migos on Instagram with the same windbreaker. And I'm like, okay, I'm picking it up today. Usually I, like, delay because I'm really lazy. But I'm like, I want the same jacket. It's so lit. Anthony, you'll see it.
I saw it.
It's so dope, guys. I'll show you when I leave Gucci because, you know, the filming policy is not the best in there. And they don't like me.
Why don't they let you film?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a regular. Anthony, got you again. Yeah, of course. Enjoy it. Oh, Louis next? You're like next door. I don't think we're allowed to film in your tag. No way. How much is that? Like $10? Louis Vuitton. What is that? Those are Louis?
Yeah, I think they're reflective.
No way. That's sick. never been on trending before. Are you?
Wait, never? You've never ever been on trending?
My. Guys, I'm number 3 on trending. I'm number 3 on trending. Hold on, Anthony, I'm shaking.
You're insane. You're trending. You're fucking trending.
Can't wait, guys. I don't know why this is the biggest deal to me in the whole entire.
What do you mean you don't know why?
This is the biggest deal. YouTube, I love you. I thought you had something against me. This just goes to show that you love me. I love you too, YouTube. Oh my God, Anthony, I'm number 3 on trending. That's not real. That's not real. I don't know what to feel like. I'm really just trending number 3 on YouTube right now. How do you feel? This just means the world. I don't know why. I just thought that YouTube had something against me because like none of my videos would trend, but man, I love you, YouTube. And shout out to James Charles, man. Like he came up with the idea to collab. I was like, you know what? That sounds like a great idea, and it just worked out for the best. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I feel so emotional for some reason. I'm not gonna cry because like it's just. I would be emotional. What the heck? Like it's. What do you mean? It's just YouTube trending. Guys, hold on. Okay, so like sometimes I'll go on YouTube trending page and I'm like, imagine just seeing one of my videos on there. Like it would be a dream come true. I hope I don't get copyright from this. But look, guys, literally just trending. Refresh it. Number 3, baby. Let's go. Guys, I just met some fans. We're posting up in front of the Lambo, taking some pictures. You already know. Number 1 fan. Hey, thank you. No, I appreciate that. That's you too. Hey, shout out. I appreciate it. Okay, ready? 1, 2.
Dang it.
2, 2.
Like sports for right.
Guys, but I'm just so happy right now for some reason. Yeah, I can tell. Look at the reason why I'm like so ecstatic right now.
I can tell because normally when fans come by, Brian like either socks in the arm or he's like getting them down on my face. And now he's like taking a picture. I've never seen Brian take a picture with a fan.
Okay guys, I just got home and I had to see it with my own eyes on my computer. So we clicked trending. And there I am, number 3 on trending. This is a huge deal. This is the last time I'm going to talk about it in this video, but I'm just super excited. Watch this. Okay, it's time to show you guys the Gucci jacket that I just got. Like I said, Quavo from the Migos has the same one. Oh my gosh, look at this. And then the back. This is easily one of my favorite jackets now, so this is pretty dope. I'm going to throw it on. Tell me what you guys think. It's nothing really. Okay guys, I'm going to pick up the vlog tomorrow. I actually have a huge surprise for Anthony. He's not filming right now, but I'm going to link up with him tomorrow, and I have a huge gift for him that I think he really deserves, and I think it's going to be pretty dope, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Yo, good morning, Rugrats. How's everybody doing today? So right now, I just left the bank. I am going to surprise Anthony, my little cousin, with a huge gift, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for months. Let me just explain why I chose Anthony of everybody to do this. As you can see here, I literally have $10,000. $10,000, okay? This is going straight to my cousin, and let me tell you guys why. Anthony is honestly one of the most genuine human beings, super humble person, so caring, so nice, and he always hits me up and says, hey Brian, do you need help with a video? Do you need help with a video? Anything you need help for, I'm here for you. And me and him have been so close since we were young. Me and Anthony have been so freaking close, and we grew up together, we gamed together. Like me and him used to be in our own like gaming clan back in the day, and I'd always go to his house every day. We'd always go like grab some food, we'd always hang out, and we're still as close as we were back then. And Anthony, I love you, you are the best. And guys, anytime he helps me with a video, like any intense crazy video, I'll try to give him like $100 and he will not accept it. He has never accepted money from me before, and that just shows what kind of character he is. Like he's not like, oh cool, I helped you with a video, give me that money. Like no, he genuinely does it to help me out because he knows how much YouTube means to me, and he knows how much like getting a video done means to me. So he does it out of generosity. The only hard part about this is that if he doesn't accept $100, how is he gonna accept 10 grand? Like literally this is $10,000, and I of anyone that I know right now, Anthony deserves this the most. He's 18 years old, he's still in school, he actually has his own YouTube channel that he works hard on. Guys, this is something that I've actually wanted to do for a long time, so I'm really excited, and I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna get emotional giving this to him because Anthony has been there for me through everything, and me and him have never ever like not liked each other or gotten in fights or arguments. Like me and him have just been so close since the start. So we're gonna head to his house right now, and I'm gonna give him this 10 grand. I hope you guys do enjoy. Oh, this is definitely gonna be emotional for me. Alright guys, I just pulled up to Anthony's house. Money in the back pocket. Let's do this thing. Oh, Anthony! Do you know how to lock your door? What's up? How are you? have to like look from a distance. Oh, he's there. Watch out. Be careful. Close it before it comes. No, 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 no. No, Grandma! Wait, no, Grandma. You have no idea why I'm here. I came to hang out with you, of course.
Bring up another challenge like eating the freaking cricket.
No, it's not a challenge, but I have a surprise for you. It's not a prank, none of that stuff. It's a real surprise. Okay, come, sit down. You're gonna close your eyes. But it's not anything bad, I promise you. It's nothing, just... No, close your eyes. I have it in my pocket. It's not. Anthony, close your eyes and hold out your hand. I swear you're gonna love it, I promise. Ready? You have your hands out. I swear, it's not gonna hurt. Open your eyes.
Yeah, right. $10,000. Right?
I gotta go.
No, hey! What are you doing? What? You're not giving me $10,000. I promise you're not giving me $10,000.
I swear I am.
I'm not gonna let you give me $10,000.
Why? It's real too. This isn't a joke.
$10,000 cash.
I am.
For what?
Anthony, listen. First off, I've been wanting to do this for about like 3-4 months. Cause I'm like, you always help me with videos. You never take money, even if it's like $50. Like, oh Anthony, like here, thanks for helping me with the video. You're literally so genuine, nice. You always care about like my well-being, and you're literally just like the nicest person in the world.
$10,000?
$10,000. I hope this makes you happy, man.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, it's all yours.
Are you serious?
It's all yours.
$10,000, dude?
Anthony, I love you, man.
So what?
Of course, I was helping.
So what? I don't even... Dude, I don't want to take $10,000.
I know, that's the thing. You don't want to take from me ever.
I'm gonna shake you right now. I never had I never thought I'll ever get $10,000.
Now it happened. I don't think I've ever heard you cry or seen you cry. So like,
you know what they say? It was literally the exact time I was thinking about it. Okay, should I work 2 jobs to help my mom and dad? But now I have money. I'm gonna give that. I try to my parents happy.
Yeah, of course, man.
That fucking helps me so much.
Are you okay? Are you good?
Dude, I don't cry. I know.
No, but it's okay. Let it out, man. I'll put the camera down.
I've had this before.
What do you want? Cuervo, you're ruining the sentimental moment, honestly. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Anthony! I love you, bro. Honestly, I really love you. Of course, man. Of course. I love you too. The fact that you think about helping your parents first thing just shows the type of person you are, I swear.
This is what I think about it. I don't have a car, I don't have a house, I'm not really paying for anything, but our parents, they're paying for the house, the car. Everyone's parents out there, always help your parents because they're always there for you when you're sick.
100%. Yup.
Parents #1 always. I don't ever want to take money from you because you know how hard Brian works. It's not all about money, but just how hard you work in general.
Yeah.
That. What is it?
But it's a team effort. If you're helping me with videos, that helps out a lot. And
yeah, but $10,000.
Our whole entire lives, and we've been so close. We used to go on adventures. Before YouTube was a thing. I feel like this was our destiny.
I think we've never gotten to a fight.
That's what I said. I swear I said me and Anthony have never argued in our whole lives, and we've just been super close. So now that I'm able to supply you with something like this, I'm more than happy to do it.
If Brian never gave me $1 in his life, I would still love him so much.
Now stop.
Oh, you want more? You want more?
Anthony.
Every time, no, he loves you. Hi. He wants you to pet him more wholly.
Hi, Cuervo. Hi. Oh my God, he's so big and scary looking.
Hey.
Oh my God. When you look at him in the eyes, it looks like he's gonna attack. Oh my God.
Oh.
Wait, this is so cute. He literally.
He doesn't want.
Wait. No way.
He actually
video. Okay, guys, my forehead is getting kind of red, but I think I'm gonna end the video there. It's something I've wanted to do for a very long time, Anthony. I love you, bro. I love you the best.
Shit.
Of course. And yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy this vlog. You know what he did to me? Yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy. Thanks so much for the continued support. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become a Rugrat today. We're at 7.2 million subs.
That's crazy.
We're just gonna keep going to the top, guys. 10 million next. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And other than that, it's been Rug, Sherman, and we're out. Peace.
Owen!
Back for more, huh?
Run for my life.
Rated PG-13. It's close. No, over there. You're my brother. I thought you liked me. Bridget, a little more. Cause like, I don't care if we're wearing masks and gloves. Like, you're about to die.
What is going on, you guys? Brandon here, aka Melodic, and today I'm here with
Big Drug.
Wait, Brian, I can't do this.
No, this is hard to breathe, but I have to.
Okay, so can I take mine off?
Yeah. Just go.
For those who don't know, I have the flu and I have bronchitis, so Brian's not trying to get sick.
And it's hella contagious, so.
I know, but we're brothers. You're supposed to love me. Anyways, what is going on, you guys? Brandon here, aka Melodic. Today, me and my brother are going to be doing an awkward truth or dare, and we got all these truths and dares right from you guys. So wait, does the iPhone work with the gloves? Oh, it does.
Usually it doesn't.
Not the Touch ID though. Oh, the Touch ID.
What kind of gloves are these? Do they even work?
I know.
Wait, guys, look how big my nose looks in the mask.
Brian, you think yours looks big? Hold on. Brian, it did rip, you idiot. I asked you for it. My nose is so big it ripped the damn mask. So, let's get this video started.
Maybe with a dare.
You want a dare to start?
Maybe with a crazy.
See, this is why I respect Brian.
No.
Okay, okay, you want a crazy dare to start, Brian?
Yeah.
I'm going to need to be walking this way for you to start with a dare.
Are you gonna tell me it?
Oh, you want to know before we do
Yeah.
it? So, what's the thing that you use when, like, you have a girl over, but, like, you're not trying to get her pregnant, you don't have to pull it? It's kind of the same feeling as, this. Or a condom. If you want to use those.
Yeah.
So,
I wanna be on the safe side.
yeah, you want to be on the safe side? I advise that. So, there's, like, neighbors around here, and I'm sure some of them might have some, so, like, would you want to ask them if they have any, like, latex for you tomorrow?
I'm down.
Brian, you're crazy.
Are you kidding? Let's say I actually needed one. So I don't care if I don't know the neighbors.
Right. Yeah, because you're never gonna have to see them again. I live here. So dare number one, Brandon dared Brian to ask the neighbors if he could borrow some rubbers. Okay, Brian, let's go.
Let's do it.
I think I'm more scared to even film this than you are.
I'd be more scared to film it.
Brian.
Wait, am I gonna go with gloves and stuff? Or?
I think they're gonna be like, what the hell is this masked man zombie asking for condoms? How nervous are you?
I'm nervous.
Brian, how about the shoot right here?
Yeah?
Yeah, let's just do it, guys.
The Green Dot 5% cashback Visa debit card. The new kind of bank with no bounce check fees and no overdraft fees ever. Get it delivered.
What time is it? Like 11 p.m.? You're crazy.
Hours later.
Why don't you hit the doorbell one time?
Sure, actually.
I think so. If you want to know who actually has condoms, they're probably going to be awake at this time if they do.
Oh, hey, sorry to bother you this late at night, but I have like a really cute chick at my apartment, and I just wondering if you had any extra condoms because I didn't want to drive. Sorry, I'm waiting. Do you have any extra? I do, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, bro.
Wait, ask them if they're Magnum because you need the big ones. I'm just joking, Joe. Just take them and leave. Take them and leave.
Honestly, dude, you're awesome. Thank you
good
so
on you.
Yo, I appreciate that. Have a good night, okay?
Yo, what's up? That actually worked. There's no way. Wait, what kind? Oh, that's a good. I swear that's a good kind.
He said good for you.
So do you want to actually put that to use, or should we just like let it waste, or what?
No, please use.
You have
He
some
was,
nerve.
no, he was such a nice guy, honestly. I wish you could show him on camera, but yo, shout out to you, bro. He said I got you. Man, I want to be his friend.
gonna get as bad as Brandon, and I don't want to risk it because it's almost Christmas, and I don't want to get sick. So
I don't want to do that to Brian. It's bad. Okay, Brian.
I have a dare, but watch out. Wait, but this dare, I might get sick from it.
Listen, if you started off with a crazy dare, I want you to hit me right back with a crazy dare, just like you.
Listen, I thought of this, but like now that I remember that you're sick, I don't know if I want to do it.
Okay, I doubt it includes like saliva, like kissing something. It probably doesn't.
It does.
Well, it does it.
Can you lick my foot?
I sure can.
Really? You're down to lick my foot?
Take them off.
Can I get, hold on guys, question. Can I get sick from him licking my foot, or
No.
he just licks my tongue?
This isn't tongue to tongue. This is tongue to toe, baby.
Okay, fine, fuck.
Come on, I'll take them off.
Okay guys, my new Nike Off-White 97. Sorry.
Oh wait, you're wearing the mask. Burp again. Yeah. You're like Sandy Cheek if she burps. Okay, Brian. And I'm not doing it with socks. I'm a man. Brian, that shit smells worse than your toes. It smells worse. Okay, wait, so do I like crunch off the toe?
No, you have to suck it.
Brian, I'm not saying you said lick. You said lick.
But it's really sweaty.
Brian!
Wait, there's a hair.
Brian, there's a hair! There's a huge hair, and why is it white?
It's from your floor.
Yeah, right. Okay, bring it up. Brian, it's so hot and sweaty. What the
I
hell?
was wearing socks all day.
Winter time. Brian. Okay, guys, I wish right now you could feel through the camera.
This is like a dare for me too. I don't want your freaking saliva.
Hold on, let me just take some sweat off. Brian, oh my god. When was the last time you cut your nails? Wait, which toe would you want licked?
The big toe.
Okay.
Guys, sorry for this, but I didn't think this would ever be on camera.
Yeah, we usually do this type of stuff off camera. Who would have
I'm
thought?
really wrong on any lot.
Go. I'm Millie rocking on any. Oh, sorry.
Okay, go.
Okay. Brian.
A good lick.
Okay, here, you want it from bottom to top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ew, it's sweaty. Come
You know
on,
what, Brian?
Ew, you breathed on my oh!
Okay, if we're being honest, Brian, I've done much worse, so it doesn't even matter.
Ew.
Okay. I need the Gatorade.
You have to touch the light.
Brian!
Wait, come on. Was it really that bad? That was worse for me, honestly.
Brian, shut up.
That was-
Can you do it to me?
No, I'm good. Okay, let's go.
Oh my God.
Honestly, let's go with the truth.
Yeah, let's go with some truth.
We started out with two crazy dares, so like, let's just.
Imagine going to Jamba Juice and instead of ordering a fruit smoothie, you tell them, oh, can I get boogers and poo and sweat? That's what that tasted like. What the hell?
Who else would lick my foot? Come on, let's be honest. Here.
Molly better. Oh, speaking of Molly.
Oh no.
So, you wanted a truth, right? This is a truth for the both of us.
Okay.
They said, Brian.
I am single. Okay. Like we're not dating. Like everyone thinks me and Molly are dating, but like we don't know. Like we're like figuring it out.
They're in the confusing stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brian and Molly are not dating. Would I date Molly? The answer to that, like, I mean, Molly, you know, she's cute.
What the? See here what they're saying. Hello. I do not speak that language. But hi. Get a chair, huh? Now is Jeffrey living here? There we go. You can get pets? I need to get a pet. So Jeffrey, you live here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's gonna be easy enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and then boobity 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 boobity, and boobity boobity boop, bop bop, boop, bop. So I need to craft it one time, I think. Oh, it's a table on me. Needs to be a workbench, or I'm not. Jeffrey, not Jeffrey lived down here. He just, you know, he started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Jeffrey, you live here. Now, it's weird. Okay. I'll go this way. So I don't want to go to Yo-Yo. Ralph the Merchant. What do you have for me? A sickle. Oh, a mining helmet. 4 gold. I don't have that kind of money. Make cost of gold. 25 silver. Can buy that. Cover pickaxe upgrades. Okay. Can be placed where rides lie. Golden arrows. So really nothing worth my while in here. Oh, for 1 shirt? Are you able to sell that, do you? I can sell sunflowers to my mans. Get money, I still value. I don't plan on giving back to the earth. 80 copper, 1 silver, 78 copper. 2 silver, 50 copper. Okay, so Ralph, you live up there, and Jeffrey lives down there. Hope I'll be back. No, 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 no. Oofer gang, oofer gang, oofer gang, oofer gang, oofer gang. What's this? Tin ore.
Trident gum is bursting with more flavor, which is much better than a previous idea we had, gum that's just bursting. Trident, bursting with more flavor, much better idea.
Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite video. Today's video is something a little bit different, but I'm super excited for it and I think you guys will enjoy it. I'm talking about the potential for loot lake changes because this is one of the hottest topics in the Fortnite gaming community lately, and I really think that these changes, some of these proposed ones, are going to be happening within probably the end of Season 4 or into Season 5. If you guys could drop a like on this video, that would be amazing. Let's go for 805 likes, that would be awesome. You guys can smash that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I hope you guys will enjoy this gameplay. I also have a special guest here, so just enjoy the video guys, smack a like, thank you so much for all the support. Yo, what is up guys, it's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite video. Now today's video, it's something pretty special. I have my buddy here, Dr. Pineapples, and it's going to be uploaded to both of our channels. Both of us do Fortnite videos and stuff on YouTube, and today's video we're going to be talking about a point of interest loot lake, which when we both started to play the game, loot lake was like the place to go to. It was the Tilted Towers, the OG Tilted Towers, but lately because of traversing the water can be so tough and different stuff like that, you know, going through it you're so slow, building on it can be kind of rough. A lot of people avoid loot lake at all costs, and that's why there's been a ton of rumors and ideas going around as to in Season 5 or late in Season 4 that loot lake will be basically remastered. There's a bunch of different ideas behind this, and I think some of them are really cool and do have a high probability of happening. But if you guys are watching this on Dr. Pineapple's channel, my name is the Goblin. What I do is Fortnite tips and tricks videos. I cover all the weekly challenges and stuff like that. So if that's something you guys are interested, you should definitely check out my channel. The link for it will be down in the description. And my buddy Dr. P, I'll let him take it away from here.
What's up guys, I'm Dr. P. Luke, obviously the Goblin, he does a lot of awesome challenges over on his channel. If you're watching it on my channel, obviously you should go check him out. He's the #1 tip guy, #1 challenge guy. He's got some really good stuff. Obviously if you're watching on his channel, you should probably come check me out too. But like he said, we're checking out a bunch of loot lake possibilities for remastered versions. It's pretty much, you know, as we'll get into later in the video, dead content at this point. So yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Loot Lake is kind of a dead area of the map, and my buddy Dr. Pineapples, he does cover like this guy, nobody knows more about the storyline and different stuff of Fortnite than this guy does, so definitely check out his channel. Both of our channels will be linked down below. Let's get into it, okay? We have a couple ideas that we've seen here from Reddit, from other sources, and this is like where the origins of a lot of ideas happen, and Epic Games actually puts them into the game. And Loot Lake is definitely, I think they're reworking Moisty Mire, and the next on their list most likely is going to be Loot Lake. So the first idea we have here is going to be the proposed map addition, the paddle boats. Now I think this is kind of genius, and what the paddle boats are is it'll be a fun option to traverse Loot Lake rather than just walking through the water. Basically how they would work is they spawn on random locations around the map, seating for 2. They're kind of like water shopping carts eventually, you know, essentially. Yeah. And it would be a lot of fun just in the water combat. Do you think this is a good idea, and should this be added to the game, Doc?
Truthfully, I think it is. You know, like you said earlier, trying to get across Loot Lake is just so terrible. It's not fun at all. You basically got to exhaust all your materials building across. Mm-hmm. So truth be told, I think this would be a good idea. It would be fun. It would provide another element to the game, much like the shopping cart did. It wouldn't really change gameplay, and you'd still be very open out there on the paddle boat, and people could shoot you. So I don't think it would really be that detrimental to actual gameplay. I think it would, you know, be very equivalent to Hop Rocks in the Divot. You know, like it's specific to a certain area, and if you don't want to deal with it, just don't go there. And I don't think it's that bad at all. It's actually quite good, I think.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. The thing with the Hop Rocks is that they sort of spread them around the map when it first happened, but now they're sort of more centralized, and I do think that, like, with the Hop Rocks, because it'll be a lot different than the paddle boats. Paddle boats would work more like how the shopping carts work, but of course, Loot Lake is basically the only big water area on the whole entire map. Moisty Mire has some puddles and swamps, but it's not the same. Going through Loot Lake, if you want to go through fast, you better have a couple hundred materials to waste, and one of the worst zones in the game is when it ends in that middle house, and pushing that can be super, super tough. So I think this first idea is definitely good. Let's get into another idea, because these are all proposed different ideas and things that are floating around in Rumorville. The next one is a Loot Lake tunnel system. Now, what a Loot Lake tunnel tunnel system is we'll be showing images up on the screen in the video as we're talking about it. This one would have tunnels connecting to the mine area under the big lake house, as well as 3 points on the shore. So if you had to get across the lake when the storm's coming in or whatever, technically you could just run through the tunnels. Now, I think this is kind of a cool idea in theory. However, I think it's not as likely to happen as the paddle boats, because this could really hurt gameplay. People would camp in the tunnels. If the final safe zone was here, everyone would just be hiding in the tunnels. I don't really think this one is a cool idea in theory, and it would be great for just moving through Loot Lake, but combat in Loot Lake, I think, would really suffer from this. Do you think this is a good idea, Doc, having the tunnel system implemented?
Yeah, I don't think it's really something that should happen. Like you said, on paper, it sounds like something that would, just be good. The more the merrier, more content, awesome. But if you break it down, it seems like, yeah, people would hide, especially on the graphic, the idea on screen. It looks like it'd be a very thin, very narrow tunnel. So, like, even when you're down there, there's not really much room. It's just, what's going to be down there besides people hiding? I really don't think it would be any help at all to the game. It would just be a detriment, especially, people trying to get through Loot Lake. You'd have to, like, oh, where are they? Are they in the zone? Are they below me? Are they above me? I don't know. It would be really tough, especially since, like, let's say the zone ends, around the area of the tunnel. You're in the lake. Somebody's below the lake. How are you going to get to them? How?
Yeah, you'd have to go all the way to the entrance or one of the exits, and I just think that this could work, but it would have to a lot of different brainstorm would have to go into it. I definitely don't think it would be as easy as paddle boats are basically, okay, shopping cart, copy paste for water. So I think that this one isn't as likely. The next one we have, which this one is one of my favorites. I think this should happen. Loot Lake needs a revamp, and the next one is basically the boardwalk idea. And I think this is awesome. Now, what happens on this Loot Lake point of interest? We basically have two different proposed ideas. The first one has sort of the Loot Lake house being moved north, and on the southeastern edge, there's a beachfront area, which includes one building that's kind of resembles the Tomato Town building, as well as a bunch of different chest locations, and basically it's another place where you could loot. That would make Loot Lake a lot better because it would have the factory area, which is like the main area of Loot Lake as of right now for actual looting, which is kind of ironic because its name is Loot Lake. There's not as much loot as you would think there would be. I think this would really make it truly Loot Lake. I think this first boardwalk idea would be genius. It wouldn't fix the issue of actually going through Loot Lake, but it would add some more gameplay aspects around it. Do you think this one is a good idea?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I really do. Like, nobody really goes to Loot Lake aside from challenges, so, revamping the area, especially adding such a cool area with the beach and a boardwalk, like, everyone's just going to land there just out of curiosity, and it would really revitalize the area. So I think it would be a good idea, especially considering, this hypothetical idea does include canoes, which would be very similar to the paddle boats we talked about earlier, kind of combining two ideas in one. So I think this is really something that, should be implemented. And, like you said earlier, Epic Games really looks at Reddit. They're very active on Reddit, and a lot of the ideas they've done previously have been drawn from Reddit. So if anything's possible, I think this is the most likely.
Yeah, I definitely think so too. Another reason is, we've had the leaks that Moisty Mire was going to be revamped, and they really did that with the movie set area. But I think that if you look and you think about why were they so obsessed with, when everyone was looking at Tilted Towers, why were they so obsessed with the Dusty Depot and turning that into the Dusty Divot? And the answer is pretty simple in my opinion. It's because that was sort of a dead area central on the map. Yep. And you want to get as many people away from the edges and more into central areas to just make the game flow a little bit better. It's fine if you have 20 people landing on the outskirts and then you have that main 80 to make the gameplay a lot more fast-paced. You can find people early, mid, and late game. And I think that, much like they did with Dusty Depot, turning a dead area into Dusty Divot, which kind of backfired. Dusty Divot is sort of like, it was super hyped at the start, but now it's kind of
highly avoided.
Yeah, it's kind of highly avoided, slowed down. It's kind of the opposite of Loot Lake. You can actually go through there to speed up through the hop rock.
Newsflash: the Zlata is putting pressure on us to get the traffic up down at the clinic.
Or what? She'll put a capping on it?
I love it when what you say and how you look don't go together.
Well, I'm not putting on that pale costume again. That thing gave me vertigo.
Yeah, that lycra suit I had to wear broke out my coochie. Oh.
Paul, you are crazy.
It did. What's really crazy is this Russian renegade we got running around. Not only did she give you my house, she showed Bryce a video of me giving Hank a rim job.
Are you lying?
No, we're not lying. Y'all, she is the
Fortnite is a game that's taken the game.
How is it going, everyone? I'm Killer Gaming, and this is my first guide for Terraria. This guide is for the players who just booted it up for the first time. Start by chopping down some trees to collect wood. The first thing you want to do when you spawn in the world is to build a shelter so you can survive the night, where zombies and demon eyes will attack you. Place the wood blocks you collected where you want your shelter. When you have decided the size of the shelter, make sure you leave 3 blocks out where you want the door to be. Open your crafting menu by pressing escape. Now craft a workbench and place it where you want it. Now craft a door and place it where you want the door to be. Note, I recommend you build a second floor. Add a wooden table, a door, a wooden chair, a light source, and make sure you place wooden walls. The guide tends to walk around on ground level and open your doors, leaving them open so all the enemies can just walk right in and slaughter you. Now that you have built your first shelter, there are a few things you should know. On the left side and the right side of the world, there is something called the corruption. The corruption is filled with dark tunnels, flying monsters that can fly through blocks, and it also contains dark orbs. On one of the sides of the world there will also be a jungle, and to the other side there will be a dungeon. The dungeon is a place filled with traps and monsters, and unless you kill the boss Skeletron, you cannot enter the dungeon, or the dungeon monster will kill you instantly. But I will make guides for those as well. Just wanted to let you know so you don't wander off and get yourself killed. Now that we got that out of the way, I recommend that you make a elevator. A elevator is basically just a hole that leads all the way down to the underworld. Start by digging a 2 to 4 block wide hole and just dig all the way down. Depending on the world size, this can take quite some time. Make sure to place platforms and torches so you can get back up. On the way down, you should mine any kind of ore to smelt into bars and upgrade your equipment. Feel free to explore any caves on the way. To smelt ores, you need a furnace. This can be crafted with 20 stone, 4 wood, and 1 torch. Torches can easily be crafted with wood and slime gel, which you can collect by killing slimes, which are very hard to miss when you're collecting materials. When you have 5 iron bars, craft an anvil. This can be used to craft new equipment. On the way down, you will also bump into lava and water. Craft a bucket using iron bars, then carve out a place to move the water. If it's a large pool, find a way to move the water or lava, or simply just dig around it. When you reach the underworld, make sure you bring a weapon and some armor. Now make a tunnel like I do, to avoid getting killed by demons and bats. The M's, however, can still hit you, but you can just kill them with your weapon. Find one of the hell forges. Break it with your pickaxe to take it back with you back to the spawn. This will allow you to smelt hellstones into hellstone bars, which you can use to craft molten gear. But before you can mine the hellstones, you need the nightmare pickaxe, which I will explain all about in the next video, where I will teach you how to kill your first boss, the Eater of Worlds. Another thing you should know also is that at night, stars will drop from the sky. Collect 10 to craft a mana crystal. This will increase your maximum mana. You will also find hard crystals in caves and tunnels. Break these to get it, and then use the hard crystal to increase your max life. Hope you enjoyed the video. If it helped you, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Have fun! How is it going, everyone? I'm Killer Gaming, and this is my Terraria guide on how to kill the Eater of Worlds, and how to craft the molten armor and weapons. So now you should have some decent armor and weapons, and make sure to bring some bombs. You can get the Demolitionist NPC if you already have a bomb or dynamite in your inventory, so you can just talk to him and buy bombs if you need them. If you haven't watched my beginner's guide, there is a link right here in this video. Alright, so first you must find the corruption, which shouldn't be hard. When you have done so, make your way down one of the tunnels, but be careful you don't die from falling. Place some wooden platforms or some blocks so you don't die. I highly recommend getting a grappling hook. The easiest way to craft it is by collecting 15 of either sapphires or topaz, emeralds, rubies, diamonds, or amethysts. Craft 3 iron chains with iron bars, then craft a hook. Next, you want to look for these shadow orbs. Now since you can't mine ebonstone, use spawns to blow your way to them. Once you reach them, destroy them using your hammer. A text will now pop up saying, "A horrible chill runs down your spine." This means you have triggered some events in the world. There is now a chance for a meteorite to land or a goblin army to invade. You will always know when these happen. The chat will display a message saying that a meteorite has landed or a goblin army has started an invasion. When you destroy the shadow orb, you also get an item. This could be a weapon or something else. Find and destroy another shadow orb. Now a text will pop up saying, "Screams echoes around you." Know that when you destroy the third shadow orb, the boss Eater of Worlds will spawn and you will have triggered the boss battle. So before you do this, build a platform like this to make sure you have enough space to fight on so you don't accidentally fall down and die. When you're ready, destroy the third shadow orb and quickly get to your platform. This boss fight is pretty simple. You want to avoid the Eater of Worlds whenever he comes towards you. Keep hitting or shooting his body with your weapon and be careful he doesn't trap you in a circle with his body. When you have dealt enough damage to him, he will split into multiple parts depending on where you hit him. Kill them and you will be victorious. Sadly, I died on my first attempt because I was careless. I was lucky enough to get an ancient shadow grease drop, the musket, and 2 vile thorns. Now grab the items he drops and head back to your base. Now smelt the demonite ores into demonite bars. Craft a nightmare pickaxe by combining 12 demonite bars with 6 shadow scale. If you don't have enough, you will have to kill him again. But trust me, when you have first killed him, next time you'll fight him will be a piece of cake. When you have the nightmare pickaxe, you're now able to mine hellstones. If you want, you can also craft a shadow armor. Each part will give you 17% increased melee speed, and the set bonus will give you 15% increased movement speed and 19 defense in total. When you're ready, head down to the underworld and start mining hellstones. But be careful, each ore will turn into 1 block of lava when you mine it. So make sure you're not standing in the way of the lava, or you will die a gruesome death, like I just did. With these hellstones, you can now smelt them into hellstone bars and craft a molten armor, which will give you 17% extra melee damage and 25 armor in total. This is the highest defense of all the pre-hard mode armors in the game, But in order to smelt the hellstones into bars, you'll need obsidian. You get this by combining water and lava and then mine out the obsidian you need. Now it's up to you if you want to craft a fiery great sword or the molten fury. I usually craft both in case I need a ranged weapon. Also craft the molten pickaxe and the molten hamaxe. The hamaxe function as a hammer and an axe. Alright, you are now strong enough to take on more bosses. Your next step should be taking on Skeletron and exploring the dungeon and all its goodies, which I will make a guide for as well. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it helped you. If you did, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Have fun!
It's time for Drunk History Summer School.
No!
Can we go outside?
Not really.
Get ready for some binge thinking.
I'm not saying you need to aspire to more, but like maybe aspire to more.
Learn other languages.
I feel like my voice was offensive.
Learn math. Tap, tap, tap. That's 3. Tap, 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 tap. That's more than 3.
Learning is intoxicating.
Drunk History. New episodes June 19th at 10 on Comedy Central.
Times are tough, but not middle-aged tough.
Not middle-aged tough.
How's it going, everyone? I'm Galio Gaming and this is my guide on how to kill Skeletron and exploring the dungeon. First, a small checklist. Molten armor, fiery greatsword or a ranged weapon and ammo, health potions, iron skin potion if you have one, torches, wooden platforms, and a lot of space in your inventory. When you've got these, you're ready to head out and look for the dungeon. It will either spawn on the right side of the map or the left side. In my case, the left side of the map. When you have found the dungeon, make a platform like this one. When you're ready, talk to the old man and select the curse option. Note, you can only summon Skeletron during the night. When you have selected curse, Skeletron will spawn, so quickly get up on your platform. This boss fight is pretty simple, but if you're not careful, it can kill you pretty fast. There are 3 parts of Skeletron that you can hit. His arms, which are moving all the time, and his head. When Skeletron spins his head, you want to get out of the way since this attack deals a lot of damage. Heal up if you need to during the fight. First, you want to get rid of his hands. Use your fiery greatsword or your ranged weapon. When they're killed, the only attack Skeletron can do is his head spinning attack. Just back away from him just so he doesn't hit you, and you can finish him off. And there you go, Skeletron defeated. Now you can gain access to the dungeon. Enter when you're ready, but be prepared. The dungeon has a large number of enemies and there are many traps. Be on the lookout for skeleton statues. If you see these, destroy them, or skeletons will keep on spawning. The thing you're looking for in the dungeon is the golden chests. To open these, you will need golden keys, which are randomly dropped by dungeon slimes, pots, and skeletons. Inside these chests,
My god, stop
you may
using
find
these.
the handgun, which deals 22 damage with musket balls and 24 damage with meteor shots. It can be combined with 10 hellstone bars to craft a phoenix blaster. The aqua scepter, which is a magic weapon that fires a 7-block long arc of water particles that can pierce enemies. The magic missile, which is a magic weapon that fires a projectile that is controlled by your mouse or analog stick. The blue moon, which is a flail weapon. The Cobalt Shield, which is an accessory that grants the player immunity from knockbacks when equipped. Also provides 1 defense. It can be combined with the Obsidian Skull to create the Obsidian Shield, which works just the same as the Cobalt Shield, but also grants you immunity to fire blocks such as Hellbrick and Meteorite, and gives you 2 defense. The Muramasa, which is a weapon you really want to keep if you want to craft the Knight's Edge later on, which is the strongest pre-hard mode sword. Shadow keys, which are used to open all shadow chests, which can be found in the underworld. The mechanic NPC, who you can find in the dungeon and untie. She sells wires, wrenches, switches, and much more. She will move to your base when you have a room available for housing. And finally, the Bone Welder, which is a crafting station used to make bone-themed furniture. there's not much else to say. There are skeletons, slimes, traps. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now, if you collect 150 bones and 135 cobwebs, you can also craft a necro armor, which gives you 16 defense and a 20% chance not to consume ammo. And each piece of armor also grants you 5% increased range damage. That is all for this guide. Hope it helped you, and if it did, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more guides and videos. Have fun!
This is Gambit, an all-new hybrid game mode for Destiny 2 Forsaken. 2 teams of 4 in separate arenas. First, kill the boss wins. Dominate the enemies. Deny your opponent. Destroy the prime evil. This is Gambit. Destiny 2 Forsaken, available September 4th.
We're gonna make your way. You're gonna make your way to. That was a hell of a fast end. Just want to see if I can get there fast enough, but I couldn't. 2015 is the time. And daytime ends. So nighttime ends. Oh yes, Cool Frog. More videos. Looking sexy in that bit badge, baby. Baby. Good ad watcher, buddy. Number 1 ad watcher. Ad watcher right short in there. You go see the run? The ad watcher baller? Yeah, get some love in chat, please. Thank you, Club. Let's do this. That's the spam I like to see. If we're using chatty, chatty looks like spam is a bastard too. Why is Duke banned for non-VIPs in the server, but not playing Terra? I don't know. Talk to you with Geronimo about it. I'll make them rules. You play XCOM, you get sent to. Sorry, you guys did this earlier. I missed it, my bad. It depends how long we stream Terraria for. I mean, it's probably a good spot to stop. I don't know. On a high note, you know? You're mobile, okay. No spam, oh, no spam talk for you. Okay. Thank you, though. Being on mobile and spamming, you're a baller. Lidoras with the 100 bits! Oh my gosh, you guys are totally blowing me up today. Thank you for the bits. Can we get some more love in chat? Just, yeah, everybody, please. I know it's kind of, I probably feel like it's kind of lame to spam hearts in a chat when some dude gives you some other guy some electronic currency. But actually, it really does help a lot. So, if you could, like, be super cool, take a second, put one. That's fine. You're gonna put one. Put one heart in there, and I'll be pretty chill. Oh, yeah. We get stumped. DC the Gamer. The Gamer. How you doing today? You don't have to use Hamachi. If you want to do multiplayer, you can just use Team. Why don't you play multiple? You can't watch that, Skullfrog? Hey, only US can. Things gonna increase spawn rate, that's not fun. Cool frogs. How much I get? Oh, I see. You maxed out on the amount you can have. Okay. Thank you for the bits, my friend. Another 10 bits. Can we get some more hearts in chat, please? It'll be 1 bit or 1 million bits. It all matters. Flying fish? Okay. Rainbow Slim, hype. Rainbow Slim wants it. Nope. Alternate orb. Ah, crap! Oh, what? What? A hobbletight, jellyfish, piranha, bat, Viking. What? What? More bits? Thank you very much, guys. There are 20. What the hell are you getting so many bits? Like breaking the system over here. Rain now. Just reset if it rains. Oh, what? I generated an FC because my control key didn't work. Oh, come on. It's gonna make me generate the world. Rip Pepe's. You only need 10 more bits on my Gersh. Best thing was UG Law. What about UG what though? That's a new one. It just cracks me up every time I see it. Better reset before. Yeah, minor boy. Business done now. Business done now. Alright.
I'm shrinking!
How much RNG is it all this, bro? Infinite amount of RNG is getting infinite. Another 10 big school for frog. Heck yeah, man. You guys are killing it. How many bit who's are we gonna get? Jeez. We just started too. I've only streamed 55 minutes. You guys have been top. like 80% the same. Man, this is the fourth variant of generation that I've seen. Hey Red Otter, how you doing? Wow, what the heck? I didn't know this game anymore. Man, you don't want me, Michael. I like that hair though that he had. There's a lot of cool Terraria character styles. That world just generated wrong. Wrong, different. That I've seen 4 different generations happen on this world so far. 4. That's pretty intense. I feel like that's a lot of different variations on one theme that we can see. This again. Freaking crazy, dude. The copy pasta it wrong? Like, what the frig? Come on. I don't hit it. Interesting, yeah. Interesting. It's more like. It's terrible. That's the worst. What is the point of seeds? Oh yeah, you can use seeds, but it could be anything. What? What the frig? We'll open this up in there now. One second. Let me get the short real fast. Chase, think of this. I wonder if that has some validity to it in that my computer is receiving interference. Okay, the trees are shorter. What's the name? There's a pot here. Well, there's no house here. There's no house here. This house has been moved over a bunch. There's no house here. This heart is here suddenly. There's no house here. How do I spell meteor? Curiosity. There. Alright, I'm gonna reset for right.
Hello, chicken
What's up, Max? Good morning, sir. How you doing? Guys, if you give bits to the channel, and actually also the sub as well, will you guys send a message to Max Frey 4 to say, hey, Max, I'm owed this amount of mushrooms, and he'll hit you up. Then I assume you guys are owed mushrooms. So it's for $1 that you give, you get 100 mushrooms. Did you do builder potion? Apply. Oh, to look for builder pots? Oh, just, oh yeah, we did. Yeah. What was your name? It was like 2. Alright, my wrong. Thanks for making pop. Yeah, we see exchange all the time. Hello, Okie Who knows? Anything in Terraria can just happen. Because that was Russian? Okay. Wasn't sure. It looked like just a face. Alright, cool. Fox is good. Enjoy your lurk, man. Thanks for the support. Could you engineer a seed? That's a good question. So, like, use the numbers that apply to a seed to dictate the outcome? I would say feasibly, yeah. That makes sense on paper. That's what a seed does, right? It kind of engineers the world to end up out with. You would have to have some pretty extreme understanding of the world generation mechanics of Terraria to be able to do that. That seems possible, though. That's like, I don't know, that's like the Matrix bullshit, though. I would not spend time to do that. Probably not feasible. But on paper, cool. Okay. Hey, Jay, how you doing today? First round, you hype? Got pretty dress on. Hit that. There, there. Oh, no, flanks. You can jump through that. I can jump through that too. Not sure how he works, he's OP. Thank you, Lutz, Max. Thank you very much. Oh crap, no! Have fun. Yeah, hotter. Yeah, you can do it infinite time. Yeah, I think that's, yeah. It's not gonna be worth that, but yeah. Might as well use your quantum computer for something else. You know, like cryptocurrency or something. The fixes are so broken. Did you watch that, Logic? Yeah. That's pretty crazy. I don't know what's with their, like, hitbox, or I don't know what causes them to do that nonsense, but it's pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. They can do that kind of stuff. Blink through some nonsense. Like, that's whatever. Hey, go see the bits. Thank you very much.
I'm in the stream here. I've been talking mostly on this because like my bad stream that I've done in a while on YouTube. So, see ya.